Hey, if you want to know how to increase your testosterone naturally so you can have stronger erections or get over erectile dysfunction, then stay tuned because today I'm going to tell you how I increased my testosterone levels by 104 points. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a sexual performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And during that time, I've done a lot of study on testosterone and the effects it has on your body and all the techniques you can use. And I decided to put it all together and come up with a way that, will help with me and so I can help and share that with you guys. Specifically, I'm going to share what I did to change up in my sleep and my workout habits and what I was eating and how that made me feel, the results. And as a bonus, I'm going to share the game that I invented to help me keep track, to stay on track, and also how you can test your testosterone so you know where you're at. And also remember, I am doing a webinar series called How to Get Harder Erections Naturally. So sign up for that below. And as always, if you like what you hear, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, I want to be fully transparent with you in terms of what happened. I'm talking about back in August when I got tested for my testosterone. My score came back at a 398, which is on the low end of normal. And my lifestyle then was very much different because I was in transition to my new place. In other words, I was living with someone else. And so I'm dealing with the stress that they had at their house and, their refrigerator and living in an area that wasn't conducive to just being healthier. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being your best eating habits, I was at a 4. I was snacking. I was just doing the wrong things. I also started hanging out with this lovely young woman who just happened to be a foodie, and she liked going to different restaurants, and I'm going there with her. And instead of me being my 80% vegan, 20% meat, I started sliding into more and more meat until I was 50% vegan, 50% meat eater. And my body said, "You big dummy." It was not a good look at all. My knee swelled up to the point that I thought I was going to have surgery. It was very painful. I was also not getting the right amount of sleep, and I was stressed because, got a growing business and everything like that, along with the fact that I picked up the not so good habit of having a Bacardi and Coke before going to sleep. Not a good idea. So as the year went on, I moved into my new place, which has a gym, has a grocery store right next to it. I got back to eating much better. So I went from that 50-50 to now back to 80% vegan, 20% meat. My stress level went down considerably. I got back to doing my morning meditations. And in 2020, I decided to go for it. I decided to go to 80% whole foods, 20% vegan. I also increased my intermittent fasting to 4 to 5 days a week. And I also kept up my workouts, trying to be more consistent with my high intensity interval training. And with all of that, my testosterone went up 104 points. When I say points, I mean nanograms per deciliter, but 104 points to 502. And let me tell you, I can feel that energy from it. Now, the normal range is 249 to 846, with 25-year-olds being roughly 628. So me personally, I want to go for it. My goal is to get to 900. And the reason why is because I can feel the results already just off of that 100 points. I am way less anxious. I have what I call random fits of happiness. So I'm just happy about the situation that I'm in. I'm way more confident. I feel lighter. I physically feel lighter because I have less meat in me. And on the sexual performance scale, I went from a 7 to 8 and took that sucker all the way up to 8 to 9. Way more confident. Things just work the way they're supposed to work. But guys, I want to be clear about something. These changes are wonderful, but there's going to be differences in terms of what you can do in terms of where you are and where you want to go to. So this is what worked for me, but remember, you can tailor it for yourself. And of course, as I always say, walk away from crazy. when we're talking about changes that you need to make physically, your body's going to enjoy it. It's your mind you got to deal with because we've been told you're supposed to eat that, you're supposed to drink this. Oh, it's okay if you eat all of that. Not a problem at all. And all of that's not true. And here's what I did that really sort of kicked it off for me. I made a game out of it. And basically what I did, I created what I call the 25 test, which is basically I score my performance every day on a scale of 25 using 5 points. So I have 5 points for eating, 5 points for sleeping, 5 points for working out, 5 points for intermittent fasting, and 5 points for de-stressing or just not doing a bad habit. Now, the reason why I did this because one, it reminds you not to mess up the great work you've already done. If you've been working out and you've been eating correctly, then you may be more incentivized to go to bed on time if you're writing it out. And all I do is just use a simple calendar to keep everything on track. So I do put in there when I go to sleep, when I wake up, whether or not I did my exercises, everything that's in there. Just to give you an example, if I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that's 5 points. I stay on my diet of 80% whole plant, 20% vegan, 5 points. Full workout, 5 points. Intermittent fasting, 5 points. De-stress or no bad habits, 5 points. And when I say de-stress or no bad habits, a bad habit could be drinking alcohol, that rum and coke, drinking sodas, calling that girl you're not supposed to call, putting stress into your life instead of taking stress out of it. If you're taking stress out of your life, 5 points. Now, here's the way to tally up that score to see what that score means. So if you do 0 or 5, you just do one thing, like I slept for 9 hours. You're actually on a downward spiral of testosterone. Your testosterone levels are going to be going down. If you're a 10, you're just doing 3 things, basically 2 things, and you're just really just maintaining, you're maintaining. And over the long run, that maintaining is going to be going down. If you're a 15, you're on the upward spiral. You're doing the things that you need to do. You're on the upward spiral, but it's going to take you longer. If you're doing 20 to 25, that's the speed round. That's when your testosterone levels are starting to go up. Your overall health is just going to go up because you're doing things that are basic. It just makes sense. And once again, the whole idea is to tailor it to fit you. So for me, I can get 7 to 8 hours of sleep because of my schedule. If you can only get 5, if you can extend it to 6, well, then you get a 5 points for that. If you're a heavy meat eater and you want to cut back on the meat and you go to 50-50 and you do that, that's your 5 points. This is all so you can measure where you are right now and you can start seeing ways to improve. And of course, an important thing to do is to actually get your testosterone checked. So we've actually partnered with letsgetchecked.com. I did a review on them earlier. Check out that video. But the thing I like about it is that I'm able to compare my results and get inspired by it. So what is about letsgetchecked.com? They're a home testosterone testing kit company. What they'll do, you just go online, say, hey, I want to try your kit. They send it out to you. You get it. It's easy to understand packaging. You can go online, create your own portal where you can just give information about yourself so you can work back and forth with these guys. And in the morning, just go ahead and take your test. You'll just prick your finger, go ahead and give a little bit of blood, put it into the bottle. They have all the equipment that you need right there. You take it, you stick it back in the envelope with a self-addressed envelope that they provide for you. You send it back to them. A few days later, you'll get your test results. And they'll actually talk to you and walk you through the numbers and making sure that you understand what's going on. The thing I like about them is they have a team of physicians 24/7 there to answer your phone call and get the answers that you need. And also, it avoids going to the doctor's office and waiting in line, getting in traffic, doing all this stuff. You can get this taken care of within a quick 5 days and have your information. So if you want to get your testosterone checked, we have a link down below. It is trylgc.com/AYERS, AYERS. And if you're clicking on that link, we do get a benefit from that. We're actually going to take the funds from that to make higher quality videos, get you more content. We want to get you taken care of. We also got the coupon code of AYERS, AYERS, so you can take 20% off of your test. In conclusion, you can increase your testosterone levels with just changes to your lifestyle. And remember, this isn't a diet. This is a process to make this a normal part of your lifestyle. Of course, you can use my scoring system, the 25 test system that I created, or you can just play around with it, use your own points. If you want to make it 100, whatever, just as long as you're writing it down, you're keeping track, you're keeping score, it's going to help you stay on track. And of course, please go ahead and get your testosterone checked. It is important. You can use the link below, try lgc.com/airs and use airs to get a 20% discount. So the question of the day is, have you ever had your testosterone checked? A lot of guys do not, though they're looking to have improvements. So if you're looking to get better, you need to have it tested. Let us know below if you have had it tested and what were your results? And as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and remember to sign up for the webinar series down below. And also check out the videos we have around here. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up. Peace out.